Memako Baba Adkwart Studios. Nyame onshore se onyamre chi na hwe Adkwart Studios. Da bia ya na meka se ye wo baby se eja to nyonko bogisemu a na wasi nsu asiudie ho. Ana binum dia be fom se eja to nyonko bogisemu a na wasi nsu na ado abogise enum. But the free Adkwart ho eba ni se Ejato nyonko bogisemu you are bogiseno. You are bogiseno because abogisen de jana pede ayi na uyi a. Ejano enya baabia ento. Ene ma bi because of France. Na eye eye open ema wiase nyina. De na oman a afia atwamu no na omugina omna so. Na within a short time no amasisi omo bobra we make asama Ghana for ntina America ye na ekrom kasa no eya disua kese na ebia na wonnim nia ekoso ho nti a mrantie ne mabawa ati agu krom se da bi omo nhwe masa niema ne enkoso na yekotie de ekoso kakra na fei mama won so kwan na wasende o comment aba comment ayi hono na fi eniaba mienu miensa bi a me nsoma ye hihwemu no baba be ka kiro na o my Ghana yenso ya hweyi yenko ne yenko hede yekoso.
The protest in France is now taking root and the people are on their streets. From yesterday, there has been a lot of protest in France and the people are demanding their president to step down. You won't believe what France is doing. So the French people in France are saying that Macron is playing international politics. He is engaging himself in the international politics and yet the people are suffering in their country. A lot of companies are shutting down, a lot of banks are shutting down, and many things in France are not going the way they should. And you won't believe that France has now come with a new proposal that they have to cut their budget because their country does not have money. So for a very long time, France put its foundation in Africa, especially in the Sahel states, Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, and so many other countries. And now they were chased out of these countries and they are facing one of the biggest economic problems. You won't believe that very soon Paris is going to go without electricity. These African countries that were giving them free uranium, they were mining free uranium, said enough is enough. It is a high time for France to know its position.
You see, why will you come to Africa and take a resources that uranium, sell it $11 to the people who owns it, and sell the same thing in world market $200? No, we don't call this sin, we call it wickedness. We call it wickedness and iniquity. Now, do you believe that 57 factories, big factories, have shut down because of they don't have what it takes to light or give them light? 57 because of the uranium. Now, Africa, when Africa is up, some part of the world is down. But there is one secret that most of the people doesn't know what is going on at France. Adia bakubi e koswa mumbebre enim. Now, the 1 year ashi woman say, wama proposal say retirement no omo etwe 62 to 64 years. Abre 60 years all over the world. Enye abibima munko engrofon se katumi a no ma yo madwen se omo de tumi no ebesisi nipa ewo man no abra mrantie ne maba wo man no mu a enka mu free hodmo a obi wo hodmo a school a wakono ontumi nkoye factory adwuma enti ewo se abandwuma ana oye na mapagya mko 62, 64. Let's just say, Obi Wajmani Mua, Obeya, Nan Crofonso, Ehunamani. Now, I feel, and on a man, Rantier and Maba, who said, Abby, Yanya Jumanya. Now, Edmana de Embra or saying Kawunya, in fear do you see her, not watch your home. Now, Rantier and Maba will be in Swaba show. If you see, maybe if you see economy. And Tina Yankupon asked him, Ayanokano, or see, at the perilous time, men will be lovers of themselves. Be lovers of themselves. One more, the Omo Yebiani idea, Omo Junior, Omo Ankasa, Omo Uninipa, a 2 men Munodachi. Into Omo Tiago Abontin, Nania Omo Air can say, na Omo Nche. Masani ma we enkoso enti wabo modin ya womo emra kura o man no wabo modin ade akopar me asesa ti osisa sesane mamu eno na ama ombi hu yese sesei anhodin a ye di power factories no eni obiom Now, Peja Musa Giwunya 62, 64 years, and son of a Transia, and a young Malquai. Now, the air coson say, Oman Peno, CBR, and I want to be a son. Any a film, France, Ombe Mobache, African countries, maybe. Ombe Mobo, Ache, Frank country, Africa countries, maybe. Now, the woman said, so had the equaso ya, Nanka a was a baby mine. You wouldn't ye say, you near manio, but the other mechanic say, I'm penning for no, and who's answer say, Yana the Swabe no me free. Nina Jina Ibrahim Trareso. And a 4 nations see Burkina Faso. Niger, Mali, and a child. So 4 countries here, and Yakukwasa. One more to me, the woman I see from say, Monfree Krumunko. Monfree Krumunko, Mamma boy. Monfree, young man, Munkon, Mamma boy. And a omodi or seer aye or yo. Now, Monfree honor. And no more chance, young say, eh, I said gold and ankle for Sisakui. Any Japadia way memory. Say Yenian Kasaya drink said the babu and bra and gave a queen. And over the woman I see for. Say, marry, or much me to your moke where you are seeing now. Burkina Faso, so. Into which we are. Not what Busa said for all these years. What were our leaders doing? And what is wrong with them? Now, can you tell me? Or they don't have what it takes to lead. They force themselves to be there. Because I've been telling you that democracy is not for Africa. The problem is not, Africa. But the problem is the leaders. I've been telling people that one man can make a difference because when you read history, revival, either in the church or rebuilding a nation, start with one person. With one person who had a vision. And the initiative of Ibrahim Traore is turning things around. And is pulling things down. And is raising things up. And it's so unique. So unique. If France will come out now. And the people at France saying France is corruption. They have not seen anything yet. Yeah. You were looking at Africa regarding us as a trash or a dumping place. But now Africa is proving to the whole world, if even one country, that black man is capable to manage his own affair. It's a lesson. It's a great lesson to the Europeans, the Americans, and the France. They should give us break. They should give us break. And some part of the Africa who have not, catch this vision, let me send this warning to them. Now the youth in Africa is not sleeping. The youth in Africa is not sleeping. They are watching. And we will encourage them to awake. We, the senior citizens, some of us, like Adkwart, we will support them to awake. We will ring the bell for the youth to awake. Because we can't leave the continent into the hands of wicked people. Because when it goes in this way, that means Africa doesn't have future. And we want to build a continent. We are late. But if we can hurry up, we'll catch up. I've been saying the road is rough. The road is rough. But we will get there. We will get there. It is time for us to, know what we have. And use what we have to build our continent. Now, I'm not happy to hear that France is corruption. I'm not happy. Because when they corrupt, it will affect people in the France. But my joy is that they will learn a lesson. They will learn a lesson. They will not take Africa for a ride again. So my prayer is that Africa should, maintain this movement and will not allow any these wicked and oppressors to push Africa back again. So let me just give you a few, keys to rebuild Africa. Because if this movement is having negative effect at France, then we should have a way to rebuild our continent. Now, for us to build, we must have pillars. We must have pillars. That what is happening at France will not happen in part of Africa again. Number one pillar, good leadership and government. Accountability. Transparent. And we establish what is called justice and do away with injustice. Economic foundation. Now, the Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? There are a lot of leaders who come into that position without having a vision. And the Bible says, where there's no vision, the people perish. Voted for you as a president, then you will be asking the people, what do you want me to do? Huh? And some of them will be saying, we want to use the mind of the people. It's okay. But you as a leader, what is your vision? I remember during the time of election, Nana Kwame Aku came out with 12 pillars, 12 solid pillars that Ghana can build on. And I've been saying, if NDC can borrow 2 of these pillars, they will turn things around. Education and skills. Now we thank our former president Akufo-Addo for free education. For that, we can't take it away. That has, ennobled some of the youth to come out with skills. And I pray that this will continue. Social capital. Now, I will use this one and run up my message. Yesterday, the media has met our president, and some questioning him about the cedi and the dollar. But with this, because it is for Ghana, I will use three. On Busa and the cedi and the dollar, and I can not dream. Makasa hona mamenka bi munim say e na my friends almost sink say. I don't think say omo won sase said the here in Africa e won sase no. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. But say one na akwai ti say nia omo adwenya won say ye be before ye da wo omo no. Nti won say e dan e ye no. We didn't feel, it's within 3 years. And I'm watching woman. Maybe so. France is for gold. I'm gold reserve no and yasem kitu. But I'm economy because you ask will be our gold obedi another end. This is wisdom. And you answer factories na ebua agu. On factories I can say about 57 agu. Because that productivity in your now Abraham Traore by the first thing or yeah Greek. Abraham tell you nimyaso. We can't manage you here. Then the kind of make at you on nimyasa nkasa or buy and or craft fertilizers. And okra fertilizer okra na yasem kito and okra seed and okra mfidia yedi yekuya and oje muma ekuafo no and obia ni ji say no I was say yedi ni ayewo eye adwuma wugidi se Burkina Faso omo asase a eye esre no omo dia koko. Oba within a short time, what made dear cotton? I'm almost tea cotton. At the year and tuma and tadia on the Beko school. Okay, sir, almost you outside the ibium. Now, almost you now also make it provisional a bad boy or minor. I cry in the Munyansa. Yang Pacho Manosi. Because I can't pay for in the Miaso. But mistakes are MPP 4 years, the same thing or more year. One village, one dam. Nka a dear way, et me Kosua, Kagana, Yantem. Because Yan Yakuya Yeno, Yan Yashe you, Meboa, say in Suebeto. Share a few way, a free abosumi nsia nsuo talk akra, enso nsuo ahedanto, enwatwe ahedanto, yewura enkunumu. Enti enkrofo mo ede won ani ato nsuo be free soro no. On sika omo invest ye nyina no omo aboka. Enti amanya omo ko omo ani mo no. Enye nsuo a eto free soro nko ana omo de adwuma. Omo akreti niema bebre because if you are seeing nyina de nsuo enti nsuo de se nsuo hwema wo a na wadwen mu na hare sese won ati esreso a eno so mo tu nsuo na on betu akọ meme tu nsuo ha se eko 200 feet and a penetrating through rock enti dru ba bi kura no I or the same pipe accommodation mono. Now see who is here because a wura rock multimission opesio or pensio. Since I 2 years, more than 5 years, the PN in are. One hour Bronoso a fan to be a movie. And so a piano and how will be there what you. Me. Oh. And then me na a bema wa fidie mo ade akotunsu you know. So say ya the French yam fatum dia. Na wo say ye no ya trans na hwe ye say so maybe to say France. Kwam ye hia mo ati say ya. Then we should not joke. Ya India no there. Any ke be him na yata free. Mo him na de ta da ho. No we na Bible mo say duru ba bi na nkrofo di impetu prebi. Tom petu prebi edi gu adie mu edi kodwa so se ne omoton awio ene abro ekom ne ahokyire ebi asisi Bible mu bebre but nipa no transi hu ne ye se da bi enfonso wo ye nya biem ti ye kase ye rebuild Africa mo mi ahwa enfonso ankrofo bi aye de enfensu ade eno na Ibrahim Traore wasua no hu ne ye se da bi me mame man enkosa hu ye hia kankan mu biem onyame onhran so seka ye build social capital so now idea ba ko social capital that was hu say trust local organization Ghana ha wo di sika mu obi so onfanya djuma obedwane omo ajeje bisia na fantua because system ne nye that's a enkrofo bisia na omo ntua dia that means enya dia oman no ewo nyina so papa enti yakwa afi yaba service reliable power yankan ne dundum na bi na ekoso of France no kania ne dundum na se emwa oman no okay, now reliable water, reliable power, water, road, digital access, and healthcare. Matua musubium. These are some of the things you can say you see of minor. Then you kasa o. Then the politicians no more kasa. They say you pe kasa BRTB. More kasa. And then France for kasa there be you pe BRTB. You pe BRTB. Enti mumami emfa munsi ha na yenhwe se ejato nyonko boyise mu a aje kwa chinse ma yensensuo nsie de ho yenyi aboyise no se eja na aboyise no nko an wo hwe de a ene yenyi aboyise no yeyi aboyise no a eja no onya aboyise bia mu ntobi mo ene hwe ene chi erade enka ho bye bye.